Could these be the answer to mid-handicap short game nightmares? Let's do it.
Let's do it now.
I feel like nightmares might have been a bit strong, but hi everyone, James Robinson here. Guys, first things first, my voice is gone. Must be something to do with a football match that was on the other day, but bear with me. Also, we have mid-handicap Mark. Mark, how are you?
I'm very good, thanks James.
Good, you can do the talking today.
Oh, excellent. Well, that'll make a change, won't it?
Yeah, well. So Mark, we were talking a few days ago about golf in general and short game.
Yes.
And you said, do we have anything with a bit of a wider sole to help with a little bit of forgiveness around said green?
Around greens. Yes, well, as we all know, chipping onto the green is a key part of trying to score, and chipping close to the pin is the ultimate, isn't it, rather than just getting it on.
Absolutely. So what we've got here is Mizuno's lob wedge selection, the ES21 and the ES21 Wide sole, complete with, if that focuses, a BMW logo in the back. Or a centre of gravity placement, if that's what
I think it's more likely to be a centre of gravity placement, isn't it?
Fair enough.
Really.
So what we're going to test, or Mark's going to test both these wedges and just see if the wide sole kind of works. I mean, looking at them, they look totally different, don't they?
Yes.
As golf clubs.
They're both 60-degree loft. One's got a 6-degree bounce or 6 bounce, and the other one's a 10 bounce.
So big difference.
Big difference. So what actually is the difference when you play the shot?
We shall find out.
Sort of thing. That's what I want to see.
I don't know if you're asking me then or not. Right,
no,
where should we start?
Demonstrate, isn't it?
Yeah. Should we start fairly easy and work our way back? Easy
yes.
being the operative word. I think we start, Mark, from about here to there. Because you were saying that you're looking for a couple of different things. You're looking for control around the green, so getting a little bit of spin, but consistent spin, and also better ball striking. So I think the grooves on these faces will help, obviously, with the spin. They're pretty clean for me.
I'll clean that one up before I actually play with it.
Yeah, and then the bounce on them should help with the strike.
Yeah.
Right, I better get some golf balls actually, haven't I? So Mark, I've found your golf balls, and we have 3 of each to go with each wedge. Which wedge are you drawn to using first?
Right, well I was going to start with the 10-degree, the 10
the
bounce,
wide sole.
The wide sole.
Yep.
Purely because it's a 60-10, which is exactly what I'm used to playing with.
Yeah.
So if I start with that one with the Mizuno, then we can try the narrow one and see what happens.
And a lot of people might be thinking that, well, if the wide sole's full of all those bonuses, why would everyone not play it? Now you do lose a little bit, lose a little bit of versatility with that wedge, as opposed to having the 6-degree bounce. But is that worth gaining the forgiveness, which is what this video is all about, really?
Exactly.
Isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. So, to have a look at it. So 60-degree.
Fairly simple shot. I think we'd be expecting you to get up and down half of the time, maybe here, maybe a little bit more potentially.
I would like to, yeah.
Yeah. Do you see a certain shot here, Mark? High, low, bumpy?
Well, with the 60, I would be going for a high-ish. I would be looking to land it about 4 feet short.
Yeah.
That's my plan. Oh, bit big. Bit big.
Nice trajectory, just a little bit long, wasn't it?
It was the right line, yeah.
How did the strike feel?
It's a bit chunky.
Okay.
I think I don't think I went under the ball. That was the issue with it.
It would be interesting to see that strike with the standard wedge to see if it would have actually been more duffy.
Yes, yeah.
Because it has rescued you, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
That was another one which actually you've gotten away with that a little bit, haven't you? Or quite a lot.
Yeah.
Sounded more duffy, if you'd concur with that.
I would definitely. Right, okay. So sort of in between those two would be kind of good, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's another good shot. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, Mark. There?
Yeah.
I don't think, without that wide sole, I don't think those two do quite as well.
Right.
Like looking at it from a logical point of view. So it's going to be interesting to see now we go low bounce.
Yeah.
Because this is still designed to be a forgiving wedge. You can see how it's got a really thick top line. So the CG is more sporadic, it's more perimeter weighted, which is to help you.
Okay.
So it's by no means a non-forgiving wedge, this. It's just the bounce is totally different. So you'll see how when you sit it down to the ground.
Yes, that's more obviously sitting lower.
Yeah. I would prefer this because I could kind of try and flop it up in the air. Chris would hate me for it, but we never see him anymore, do we? So.
Nah, well, Chris is
too busy coaching at the Open, Mark.
Yeah, well, he enjoys doing silly things like that.
I don't know.
A waste of time.
Something about it being a job, I don't know. Now, straight away, that was a lot more aerial.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was easier to get up in the air.
It was, yeah. Yeah, it was a lot easier for me to play that shot.
How did the strike feel?
It was a little bit thinny.
Yeah.
Again, it wasn't a perfect strike, but it felt a lot easier for me to try and control it, actually.
Just for a reference, Mark, what's your handicap at the moment, for everyone that's wondering?
Well, goes up and down on the world handicap thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's 9.8.
9.8?
On world handicap, which is 12.
12 here?
Here.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Oh, no, it's a bit big, but...
very similar. Quite consistent with those. Final one.
Come on, final one. Just need to make it a little bit of a shorter swing.
That's very attacking, and that's going to be nice. That should sit. That was probably the best shot of the lot, Mark, for me. That
of the lot. Yeah, that
technique-wise and otherwise. So, I mean, looking at these now, Mark, if we go and have a look at where these have all finished, very interesting that 2 out of 3 of the shots with the wide sole came up short. They were a little bit duffy, but you got away with them. The best shot was with the non-wide sole there, and the other 3 kind of went a little bit long, but the worst shot was with the wide sole as well.
Yes.
Has that got anything to do with how it looks down at the ball? Confidence, inspiration, or anything like that?
Probably, yes.
You seem to be more attacking.
Good to hit them again, sort of thing. But
should we go a more difficult shot?
But yes, but there was a natural sort of. I felt as I could play through the ball with this one, where I was a bit undecided with the other one.
Yeah, right, let's try a more difficult shot. So when we said more difficult, I meant more difficult. We're going to go short-sided over this deep cavernous bunker, which is a shot that everyone hates.
Yeah, it's not
and to be honest, it's the shot where the wide sole wedge, what it was invented for, to stop you duffing it into the bunker. A good shot here is probably 6 to 10 feet long of that flag.
Yes.
Putting back at it, so let's see. So we've tried to find a flat lie just to make sure it's not an impossible golf shot, in fairness to you, Mark. What club are you going to go with first?
Well, I'll take the 6 degree, the thin
sole, normal
first.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the one where if the technique's right, I think you can get it very close. But if the technique's not right, I think it could go.
Get up there.
Brighton Beach.
Brighton Beach.
The beach at Brighton, isn't they?
No, I need to be hitting it that way to go anywhere near Brighton, though. And there we have it.
That's the one, isn't it?
And there we have it.
Would the wide sole have rescued that? Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Terrible shot, Mark.
Nice. Oh, that's delightful. The difference in those 2 shots is quite incredible.
Yeah.
Lovely shot. Two in there. Right, let's go.
Interesting, yeah.
Wide sole. I think we should also have a kind of moment's appreciation for how good these wedges look, you know, with the black shafts as well. I think they look lovely. There you go.
Dark and mysterious.
Now, interesting with this wide sole, do you play it the same? Do you try and get as cute with it, or do you almost just play towards where that other ball is? I know changing the logic almost makes it an unfair test, but I feel like you can only play with the club you've got, and you're going to use it to its strengths.
Yeah. Well, at this moment in time, I'm going to play, or attempt to play exactly the same shots.
Yeah.
And just see what the difference is.
Lovely. Oh, Mark, wonderful.
Now that immediately.
Yeah, just easier.
Much better, much easier to play.
Any difference in your confidence factor there?
Yes, yeah, there was. Fascinating that it's the equal and opposite of what I was feeling up there.
Yeah.
With this club. I'm much more confident with it in the hand for this shot.
Oh, that's got some spin on it as well. Go in. Oh, nice. Just as we said, the good shot there is 10 feet past.
Yeah, and the bounce obviously helped that one because it was a little bit short of the ball.
It came out low as well, didn't it?
Through.
Yeah.
But the bounce helped me strike the ball.
Yeah. Ah! Sprigsy! Oh, I'm shouting again. You need to make me shout, Mark.
Thank you.
Now, interestingly, I'm glad you've left them in there because that's where we're going to go next. But interestingly for me, this kind of speaks volumes in that having a diverse wedge setup could be key for mid-handicap golfers. The shot from the first location wasn't lob wedge, we know that. I'm sure people are in the comments saying that, and Mark knows that as well. But the shot here is lob wedge. So is a forgiving lob wedge and then maybe a versatile gap wedge or sand wedge something that you should be looking at? I think possibly. Let's see how Mark does out the bunkers with the forgiving club and the not as forgiving club. That was incredible. Oh, Mark. Yes. So how would you rate your bunker play, Mark, as a mid-handicap golfer?
Okay.
Yeah, not good, not bad, not indifferent.
Not good, not bad, no, exactly.
Or indifferent, should we say.
It's okay.
So we've changed the flag, we've given you a little bit more room to work with so you can play more of a chunk and run. And really, I think most mid-handicappers would be happy getting this on the green near enough. I know we all have big expectations, but I think...
Yeah, it's getting it out of the sand and keeping it on the green, fringe worst case.
Or we could just go and hole some, Mark. I'm going to replay that shot now.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Ah!
Try and hold them.
What club are you going first?
Well, let's try the forgiving.
The wide
sole one.
Could you see this going in the bag, Mark? Interestingly.
I would certainly like to compare it against mine.
Yeah. You're using the Ping Glide 2 at the moment, aren't you? Glide 3.
Glide 3, yeah. With the same bounce on it of 10.
Yeah, just not quite the same sole.
Yeah.
Just a little bit much. It was nice. I think the club definitely helped it through the sand.
It went through nicely, yeah. Just a bit big.
Got double bogey written all over it, that one. Oh, wonderful. That's a delight. That's some spin on it as well.
I did. Now, the difference between the two shots was that ball was a little bit further back in the stance than the first one was.
Yep, so I just got it on the grooves rather
noticeable,
than the bottom of it. Yeah, 2 out of 3 really good shots there, Mark. But definitely that's tour average. That
was good. So. That was good. Yeah.
And the first one wasn't that bad, was it? It was just a little bit, probably a bit much.
Yeah, I think it was a bit far in front of me. So obviously I tried to hurry the club through a bit to try and catch it.
Now I'll be interested here to see if you get 2 on the green with the standard sole. With less bounce. I think it might be a little bit more diggy.
You think
obviously when you are getting wedges. Now, obviously, when you are getting fit for wedges, it's important that you get something that's right for your technique, that's right for how you want to approach chip shots, flop shots, pitch shots, bunker shots. But if it's not right for you, especially in bunkers, you might get found out. You might just see that the club starts to dig a little bit rather than slide under the ball.
Okay.
Oh, that was delightful. The spin on that was wonderful.
That was very good, yeah. I like that shot.
That's the dangerous shot in a fitting, because that's the one where you might walk away with it when we need to go more averages. I'm not taking anything away from that shot. It was a fantastic golf shot.
No, definitely.
Let's have 3 of those.
That would be nice. Obviously in different bunkers, because I don't want to play 3 from the same bunker on the course.
Yeah, that wouldn't be ideal, would it? Oh,
hey.
That's still going. Still going.
Right. That wasn't very clever, was it?
All on this one.
That wasn't very clever.
Yeah, again, that's 2 good shots out of 3. I think there on average, I think the wide sole still takes it. Even though the best shot was with the standard one, the wide sole definitely takes it on average.
So. I think so, yeah.
So, as a roundup, so let's hear Mark's opinion before I give you my opinion. Let's see if we concur. I've used that word twice in this video now, concur, I feel quite posh. But what are your thoughts on that, Mark?
Obvious difference between the 2 clubs with the bounce on the bottom for me. And I think, for referring back to your earlier statement about the sort of a selection of wedges, I think is important.
Yeah.
It certainly would be for me anyway. The shot on, I've played better with the narrow sole, the 6 degree, than the wide sole, but I'd have probably used something else for that shot.
Yeah.
Out of the bunker though, and the chip, the high chip, lob chip if you like, over onto the green, the wide sole was a lot easier club to use and play a shot with. So high lobby shots, hence the name lob.
Yeah.
I think for me is better with the wider sole.
Yeah.
But the narrow sole is much better with the low shots onto the green.
And for a third time, I'm going to say the word concur because, oh, that's a bit close. Because I totally agree with Mark there. I think it's important to have a variety of wedges in your arsenal, in your wedge setup, and I definitely think for someone like Mark, 9.8 playing 12 handicap here, it's important to have that forgiving club where you're not too worried. If you have a chip over a bunker, if you have a difficult shot from a bunker, you're not too worried that you might leave it in or you might blade it out. I know we hit good shots and bad shots with all of them, but there we go. So Mark, thank you ever so much for your time.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
I think we might do a bit more of that because that was good.
Yeah,
and this, you know what's funny? This video would help more golfers, but it won't get the views because we're not talking about a driver. So should we go and film with that mini driver?
Oh, why not?
Yeah. On that note, guys, thank you ever so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, smash that subscribe button below. Make sure you leave us a like and comment below and see. We're going to do more, aren't we? Now things are normal again. We're going to do more. So comment below and let me know what you want to see with Mark as well. And apart from that, I'll see you all at the same time tomorrow.
Bye.